Welcome back to the Commentator Cave. Zaster here with Shadu, and the next match is Bane versus We Form Voltron. One commonly seen fleet and one uncommonly seen fleet today. What do we have here, Shadu?
Absolutely. Bane have chosen to bring a Vindicator heavy, what looks to be a mix between Rush and anti-Rush with those Garruses providing Damps, Oneros for reps, Lachesis and Trasher and Saber in there. While the Voltron team has chosen to bring a Minmatar Rush team, fairly typical to what we've seen before, except with a Loki, and the match is underway. Both teams rushing against each other. Looks like Vindicator's going in for tackles by Kothras. Loki is wildly, boldly charging at the Oneros on the Bane team. Perhaps a correct call there made by Voltron.
We Form Voltron is focusing on Vladimir, the Vindicator of Bane. They're hitting him hard. He's in armor already, but I think the Oneros is repping him, but he can't keep up with the high amount of damage coming from those We Form Voltron autocannons.
There is an amazing amount of damage coming in from those Sleipnirs and Cyclones. Certainly not enough for any Oneros to keep his reps up. There is some split damage going on here. The Loki got up to the Oneros, which is local shield tank, but that's not enough. To break him alone, however, he is now caught and he will probably die shortly
and
after
boom,
Vindicator.
The first Vindicator down on Bane team. We Form Voltron about to lose a Sleipnir too, but I think Bane coming out the worst for this exchange.
Yes, this is very interesting. The more Vindicators, of course, Bane loses, their damage drops heavily, and Love Kebab is now somewhat comfortably tanking this damage in his Sleipnir in low shields.
We Form Voltron completely ignoring the smaller ships on the Bane side, instead going for their heavy hitters, and they're switching targets to their Oneros and deciding to drop the logistics first. With him down, there's no chance Bane's going to keep this one up. That last Vindicator is going to go down, and it's going to be a quick death for the rest of the Bane ships.
This is a very strange team to bring at this stage of the tournament by Bane. I don't exactly know what they were thinking, but whatever they were thinking, it didn't work, and certainly Love Kebab is going to survive in his Sleipnir. There is not enough damage left on the Bane side to drop that Sleipnir.
And as we were saying just before this match started, we're seeing the battleship-based teams just not doing very well in this tournament at all. It may be that they're overpointed and just really not effective against the ship types that everyone else is bringing.
Yes, absolutely. A little bit strange call by the Bane team as well to go for that Sleipnir instead of going for a Scimitar, which is now starting to take fire. I'm not exactly sure what they were thinking. Perhaps both of the teams met at the beacon pretty straight on. Both of them burned towards each other, and maybe that Scimitar just did the right thing and kept out of range. I'm not too sure, though. Those carriers should have been able to damp that Scimitar way down and force him to the weapon range of those Vindicators. Some very strange calling by Bane team, and this is what happens when you call the wrong targets, when there is so much damage on the field from both sides.
I really just didn't like the Bane setup straight from the start, and as we can see now, Voltron, they came pretty close to killing one of Voltron's Sleipnirs, but as soon as that first Vindicator went down, Bane's DPS just dropped right off a cliff, and Voltron's going to easily be able to keep up reps on him now, and they're going to take this one without a single casualty.
Absolutely. Love Kebab, though, certainly did overheat everything that he had in there to be able to tank that damage. Same with that Scimitar, probably overheated reps in there. That is where the good piloting comes into play. We've seen many matches this weekend, as well as last, where the pilots have burned out their mid slots, burned out their guns. Even yesterday, the Tengu burned out his launchers in one of the matches, and that is why probably they lost.
No room for mistakes in the elimination tournament. Maybe you can get away with an oops in the group stages, but you're one and done here in the finals today. And with that, Bane down to a single carries. We Form Voltron finishing him out, and this is going to be a flawless victory for We Form Voltron.
Absolutely. Voltron showing up their piloting skills as well as their FCing abilities and bringing a strong setup with that Loki mixed into a traditional Minmatar Rush team that completely dominated the Bane team. And as the carriers is slowly going down, the rest of the Voltron team is up there looting the field, not even bothering to catch the Bane carriers. I'm not sure why the carriers is still hanging in there. Maybe he's trying to show off his particular piloting skills.
His orbiting abilities, his abilities to stay on the grid. And as I say that, he explodes. That is the end of our match. We Form Voltron over Bane. Flawless victory.
Excellent match once again. And with that, Voltron advances, and we're going to pass you back to the studio.